Dude, I feel like the biggest freaking idiot. Honestly, I had no business being there, messing with that, but I also felt so good. All right, welcome to Foregone Trails. I can't believe it, after 2 years. Let's see how bad I am at building a Jeep. I mean, this is great. This rides so much better.
What's the difference between this one and the yellow one?
About 60 years in suspension technology, at a minimum. At a minimum. This looks a lot steeper than I remember. Okay, well, this is the first obstacle of basically any time I've come out here to test anything. And so we made it out here in the JLU, the yellow Jeepster, and so today we're gonna see if this Crusty Commando will make it up what I call the gatekeeper. Not really, guys. Let's just see how it does. Dang it, these open differentials, I gotta get used to that. Am I caught up on anything? There it is, all right.
First obstacle.
Whew.
How we feel?
Man, it was so much easier in the yellow one because, you know, lockers and stuff. But that's all right, that's an easy fix. So I feel really good. If the suspension ate it up, I think it did pretty good overall. I feel like on camera, I'm sure it's gonna look not as impressive as it felt sitting in this thing, burning a little rubber on the tires. But man, that's good. It's a good time. And we're only one obstacle in. So let's see how it goes.
You're able to do it holding a cup of coffee.
And holding a cup of coffee. And you know, the great part was like the little bit of backing up with the automatic. It was like hit the brake and it's good to go. Yeah. Versus the clutch work. An automatic's like a giant cheat code. I'm determining. So I'm maybe team automatic from now on. I don't know.
There's a happy child at home. There's a happy child at home. In my memory I could see. Standing out upon the hill. Standing out upon the hill. In the shadow of a tree. Shadow of a tree. If I only had my way. If I only had my way. It would give my heart a thrill. It would give my heart a thrill. Just to simply wander back. Just to simply wander back to the cabin on the hill. Cabin on the hill. Oh, I want to wander back. Oh, I want to wander back.
Little bump, just on the tail, or on the bumper.
Yeah. The shadow of the tree. In the shadow of a tree. I would like to linger still. And I want to wander back. And I want to wander back to the cabin on the hill. Cabin on the hill.
So I'm pretty sure too, through this section, one of the first times we came here was in Jared's Cherokee, and this water was so deep that it like flooded out his motor for like a little bit. Yeah, like that was way higher than what it is. I think he hated it. Oh, I know he hated that Jeep. So.
Why? XJs are, I mean, that's the holy grail.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially on Marketplace.
Oh, dude. People want ungodly amounts of money for those things these days, which is just crazy too, you know, so.
Why do you think it is that so many people value the XJ?
Well, I mean, they fit a bunch of people. They're cheap. They're reliable. I mean, you've got like the 4.0 liter. One thing I didn't realize after building this one is that you know, the Cherokees came with this AW4, which is basically a Toyota transmission, and I think it's way better than the one they put in the TJs. I think, I don't know enough to say it, but I think all those things kind of piled together.
Would you trade this for like a souped up XJ?
No.
No.
This is a souped up XJ. I mean, you know?
What, if anything, would you change about Crusty?
Oh, gears and lockers. Like that's really, I think, the only thing I would change right now.
What's the financial investment that would be required for that?
I called a couple shops. If I have the shops do it, it's probably like $3 grand or more, maybe 4. But I priced out all the parts and the tools, and parts and tools for me to do it will be like $1,500. But it's also, I think, going to be like 20 hours of work for me to like, and I've never done it, so I don't know if it's, I think it's going to be hard, you know, like it's.
20 hours is a best case scenario.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So it's staying exactly the way it is for a while. Again, my old friend, my arch nemesis.
Look at her.
I feel like it looks more dug out today than in typical, but
don't do that. Don't belittle it. Don't downplay what is this.
Well, guys, we're back at it. If you caught up to this point in the video, basically I'm going everywhere I know to test this thing out so that I'm fairly confident with the difficulty and learn a little bit more about the rig. This particular obstacle, I feel like, is infamous as it is. But I'm gonna give it a go today. We'll see. You know, I've been able to make it up most of the way with no lockers in the yellow one. Hopefully I can make it up most of the way with no lockers today. Hopefully I don't have to pull winch line. Hopefully nothing breaks, nothing bad. We'll see what happens. Dude, that thing is so good.
Dude, no problem.
No problems. Is it the front or the back?
Back.
Oh, okay. Is it?
I believe it's right here.
Okay. Well, if it's just the U-joint, I've got everything to fix it, so we might not be done today if we don't want to be. Well, ridiculous. I don't have any idea. I mean, because he just showed me. It looks like the yoke broke, like the ring gear yoke. I was telling him I don't know if I just got some really bad axle wrap with these leaf springs. I don't have any anti-wrap stuff. Crossbar just has my number lately. Literally, I've been here, I think the last 2 times I've now broken. You know, it's that whole idea of like, everything feels good. And I felt like, dude, I had the biggest grin on my face because I was like, oh, there's nothing there. I've got open diffs. I'm feeling good. This sucker's humming. The suspension feels nice. And then I think what happened is whatever that was, it kind of hit a bump. I think that yoke just said, see ya. And so, you know, maybe that's the thing is, you know, this is the 3rd time I've redone these leaf springs and it doesn't quite feel right still. So maybe it's just time I'm gonna go, you know, let's take it home. Let's 4-link it, re-gear the axles, just do it all at once. Like, you know, he was asking me earlier, like, oh, what are you gonna change? I was like, oh, nothing. It's staying exactly the way it is for a while. Nope, apparently broken parts. So now I've got 2 broken Jeeps and nothing to go wheeling in. So for the viewers at home, if you look, I'm pretty sure I just destroyed these leaf springs, which broke my yoke on my pinion, and I think we're not happy anymore. So, like, I don't know.
How you feeling? How you living?
I guess this is what you call F around, find out. You know, I think that's how this is supposed to be used. Oh, dude, I feel like the biggest freaking idiot. Because honestly, I had no business being there messing with that, but I also felt so good. I felt so good. I like literally the suspension, once it started hooking up, I'm like, oh, I'm making up this no problem. And it's not happening now. So Crossbar now 3, me not 3. So I gotta go ahead, pull the rear drive shaft. I don't know if we showed it on camera. So I thought originally, you know, when Caleb told me, oh, the rear U-joint's broke, I was like, great, this should be an easy fix. We'll be back on the road. I got spare U-joints. If you guys remember earlier when I said, what would I change? Gears and lockers? Well, I think it might be about time. So we'll see. Yeah, anyway. All right.
How do you feel mentally?
Annoyed. Yeah, I'm not even upset really, because like it's stuff that was gonna get done anyway. It's just that this is stuff that didn't have to be done. And you know, and maybe best case scenario, I'll get lucky and the gears are okay and I just need to get a new yoke and throw a new yoke on there and I'll be hunky-dory and I can drive this again for a little while and maybe be a little bit smarter. Or, I don't know, if not, whatever, it's just gonna be parked. I just wanna try to get it ready for summer. That's the big thing, you know.
What could have prevented this?
An anti-wrap bar with leaf springs, for the leaf springs in the back, or just a 4-link suspension, I think. Because I mean, when we looked, I mean, those leaf springs are now completely inverted. And so I think what happened is all the torque, it caught some traction, you know, it slipping, caught traction that just literally rotated that whole pinion up. And that's what shot it through the moon. So, you know, whatever. I guess this is part of the hobby, you know, you rinse, break, repeat. So, you know, I said I was coming out to test today and somebody was giving me a little bit of crap about it. They're like, testing? Don't you always test? And I guess this is the truth. Yeah, you're always testing because at this point, I've got to make a lot more decisions because I definitely found the weak link on trip 1. I also found a lot of the strengths. This thing rips, but yeah, there we go. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the good parts, the bad parts, the really bad parts. And if you're interested in what I'm gonna do to fix this, how much it's gonna cost me, my overall plan to make this thing better than before, go ahead and click somewhere. Thanks for watching.